Robert.
Ray, hello.
Hello again, and good evening, and welcome to the Hurricane Festival. Not the place to have a profound conversation. We've got the football going on next door. We've got the Hives on stage. So not really the place to have a profound conversation.
There have been worse places, though.
There have been, yeah. We've made the most of them, yeah, that's true. You're no stranger to festivals. How do you feel about them still now?
I enjoy them, actually. I think I'm enjoying them more as I get older. I feel less competitive and more kind of... I feel more a sense of camaraderie with the bands that I like on the bill. I feel like I'm part of an experience rather than worrying if we're going to be the best thing on. So
I thought it was like that. There's obviously competitive going on behind the scenes of all the bands all around, sitting around in the catering. Do you think that some of them...
who can eat them?
Yeah. But do you think people probably think the same about you now? They think, that's the Cure, we're never going to be them, and they're headlining, and there's probably...
Well, I mean, there is a certain pressure being a headline act. I mean, it's a... You don't want to go on and be like the crappiest thing on all day. But, I mean, I suppose there are other concerns now when we play on stage. I feel like I want to be satisfied with what we do. I'm not really comparing what we do to, like, what this lot are doing. It's not like for like, so there is no comparison. Whereas in the past, I think, right, we've got to go out and we've got to have more energy than the Hives. We've got to kind of like, we've got to step it up from where they left it. Whereas now we'll probably go on and start really, really low, because that's how I feel tonight. So I think it's probably just confidence, I suppose, really.
That's always amazed me, and I've known you for 95 years. It's always amazed me that you're always, in French they say remise en question. You're always questioning yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's amazing, really. Can't you be contented?
Well, I'm hoping to find the answers, you see.
and we haven't yet.
No.
The new album has been produced with and by Ross Robinson. It's a huge thing to be able to give yourself away to somebody else and say, right, here I am, take it.
The hardest part of all, as he made me, or asked me to stand up in front of everyone at the start of every day. We did a song a day, and at the start of the working day, he would say, which was late afternoon, he would say, would you mind standing up and reading through the words and explaining to everyone, why you wrote the words, what the song's about, and what you want people to get from this song. The first time he did that, everyone in the room was like, oh my God. But I got up and I started reading, and it was actually the first one on the record, Lost, which is about losing your sense of self. And the discussion that we had went on for about an hour and a half. Before anyone played a note, everyone sort of started to join in. And all he was doing really was getting everyone to think about the same thing. So when we started to play the song, we all knew what we were doing. It was a really lovely feeling.